Hey everyone, thanks for stopping by the movie Hangout. Well, tonight is the big night, the premiere of a show I will not be watching and I hope you don't watch either, and that is The Conners. Yep, The Conners, not Roseanne. Unless you've been living under a rock or you were born in a barn, not that there's anything wrong with that. ABC fired Roseanne because she sent out a whatever joke about former Barack Obama advisor Valerie Jarrett, and a lot of people didn't like it. Mainly the people at ABC didn't like it. So rather than suspending her, which is what usually happens, they fired her. And they not only fired her, they publicly denounced her, called her a racist, uh, basically did a public tar and feathering of Roseanne. And what really surprised me about the whole thing was that the people on the show that work with her every single day didn't stick up for her. They took part in the tar and feathering. John Goodman didn't say anything bad about Roseanne, but he didn't stick up. Didn't stick up for her. And I can tell you this: if I worked with somebody every single day for most of my life, and I know they're a decent person, I'm gonna stick up for them. But that's just the type of person that I am, I guess. So anyway, Roseanne got fired. They pulled the show Roseanne, which was a huge hit for ABC. Huge hit. They were pulling in monster numbers. Roseanne was killing that time slot. Nothing else in any other network was even coming close because everybody liked that show. The fan base of the Roseanne show is middle America, conservative, definitely not coastal elite, definitely not the types of people that actually run the show and run the network at ABC. So I can definitely see that there'd be a huge disconnect between the two. They obviously don't understand the fan base at all because what is so crazy about this is that ABC decided to dump millions of dollars because it does cost millions of dollars to produce one of these shows because they got to pay catering, makeup, hair, casting, the grips, the camera people, everybody behind the camera that you don't see. Hundreds of people, plus the people in front of the camera. So they decided to dump millions of dollars to bring back the show and call it The Conners. So it's kind of like a real spit in the face to Roseanne, and they kill off her character. And it's speculated that her character dies from opioid addiction, so like a heroin overdose, or like a prescription drug opioid overdose, like OxyContin, which is a double slap in the face because there are thousands of people that die every year from opioid addiction, especially prescription drug opioid addiction in middle America, which is the fan base. So they're kind of like killing off a beloved character by millions of people in middle America in a way that actually does kill a lot of people in middle America. So it's just kind of like a big FU to most of the country as well as the fan base of the show. And if they can't see that, then they are just completely unself-aware and delusional. And what boggles my mind about this whole thing, this has been reported over the last week, and I'm just taking from the Daily Wire right now. So, two senior level ABC executives recently said in an interview that they regret firing Roseanne after she made controversial comments in a tweet about former Obama aide Valerie Jarrett. And they said that it was a knee-jerk reaction. Yeah, no shit. And they admit that temporarily suspending Barr may have been a wiser decision. Yeah, no kidding. And he also said, we didn't think it through properly. What Roseanne did was wrong, but we shouldn't have rushed to fire her. It was almost a knee-jerk reaction by Ben Sherwood and Channing Dungey, who should have launched an investigation. Yeah, that's something called innocent until proven guilty. It's just kind of like a staple of Western civilization that ABC has completely forgot about. You can't just accuse somebody of something and the accusation makes that person guilty. Um, what I think is so funny about this whole thing is that ABC is just now realizing that the reason why fans of Roseanne watched Roseanne was for Roseanne. I mean, like, how dense do you have to be to not understand the only reason why people watched the Roseanne show was to watch Roseanne? I mean, think about it. If you wanted to watch John Goodman act, he's in a ton of movies. You could watch any of the movies he's in. Um, there's nothing else other than some old stand-up comedy. There's nothing to watch with Roseanne other than the Roseanne show. So people that like her, that are fans of her, are going to watch her show, and that's the only reason why they would watch the show. And to be honest with you, I can't really name any other actor on that show. And I mean, they're all just kind of like bland characters. Nobody really stands out, and you could probably swap them in and out with other actors, and most people wouldn't even care or even notice. So it's just funny. It'd be like having a movie called Mickey Mouse, but Mickey Mouse is not in the movie. And then Disney would be like, I don't understand why Mickey Mouse fans are so upset. It's like, well, it's because you called it Mickey Mouse, and people went to see it because they like Mickey Mouse, and Mickey Mouse is not in it. I mean, it's like, how stupid can you possibly be to not understand that? But anyway, it's going to premiere later this evening, and I'm just telling you that so that you get the word out. Don't watch it. Don't watch it, because if a network, a major network like ABC, thinks that everybody is that stupid and is like a lemming, like a sheep, and will do whatever they want us to do because we're just like, mindless and we don't make decisions for ourselves, then I say the hell with them. And I hope it bombs. I hope it is terrible. I hope they learn their lesson that you give somebody the benefit of the doubt if there's an accusation. You don't act, like a, prissy mean girl in middle school when there's a rumor going around the hall, and just keep on relaying it like it's fact. And also, if somebody does do something that is kind of like wacky or a little, kind of weird or wrong or whatever like that, take a moment, let the emotions die down, then make a decision. Don't immediately make some stupid scorched earth decision you're going to regret later and look like a total moron. Because now Roseanne is like doing the talk show circuit and just bashing the show. And now, and rightfully so, I would too. And then the cast of the Roseanne show all look ungrateful because, let's face it, other than John Goodman, everybody on that show, all the people that play the kids, they're nobodies. Like, nobody would care about them if it wasn't for Roseanne Barr having them hired and allowing their characters to kind of like get fleshed out throughout the seasons, and so they could build an audience. So, if somebody gives you an opportunity in the future, or a job opportunity, you should always show them some gratitude. I mean, it's just kind of like, basic being a good person. Well, anyway, I just want to comment on that. We'll check and see what the numbers are going to be. I'm pretty excited to see what happens, good or bad. I'll probably report on it and see, just let you know like what's going on with the viewership, if it was a complete bomb or if it was a complete success. So we will see about that. Anyways, guys, if you want to get future rants, reviews, or original content, click subscribe. Later.